Well, Lugosi had been a stage idol, a leading man in Hungary, and he came to America, I think, hoping to carry on with Shakespearean plays and all sorts of serious things. But I think he was offered a play, I believe it was called The Red Mill, and he was so successful in that that the next thing he knew, he was doing Dracula. And like Karloff, still remembered as Frankenstein. Why, that's the number one achievement in Lugosi's life. And there was a young man who had never seen a Lugosi film till he was 15. Well, he saw it and was totally turned on. He went home and stood in front of the mirror, putting the whammy on himself. And then he found that Bela, more or less forgotten by the world, the last 3 years of his life was living near this youngster. Well, he didn't have the nerve to go and ring Dracula's doorbell, so he got his aunt to call up and ask if she could interview him. And when he said yes, she said, "Can I bring my nephew?" "Yes, certainly." Well, the young boy was so thrilled that he became sort of the Renfield to Bela. He went to the store for him, got his shoes resoled, did everything he could to help him. And he called me up and he proudly announced, "Mr. Ackerman, I'm a friend of Bela Lugosi. Would you like to meet him?" So I met him and befriended him, and my wife and I had him frequently in our home and at parties. And I took him to get his shoes resoled, something that he treasured because he had worn them in Hungary, and anybody else would have given up on them 10 solings ago. But as he got out of the automobile on the Miracle Mile, he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "I don't understand why you young people are so good to me." And I said, "Well, Bela, you've always been good to us. You've thrilled us for many years in your movies." And he shook his head. I was with him just 2 weeks before he died at the premiere of his final film, The Black Sleep.
This all started with him playing Dracula on stage.
Yes, and I saw him on the stage in 1932 doing Dracula, and I'm very proud to have the cape today that I saw him wearing, and which he wore for the last time in Plan 9 from Outer Space.